Hi, my name is Adam. I am going to recite some words. The author calls himself a happy spiritual freedom lover. His name is Mo Go Fa Lo. Here now is his published work from September 7th, 2025. If a tyrant is so bad, then why does he still have so many followers? Once upon a time, a few people concentrated wealth, income, and power into their own hands. The few people ruled over territories. Success attracted competition. The concentration of wealth, income, and power into the hands of the few people made the competition to rule homicidal, genocidal, and even suicidal at times. For that reason, the few people became a few paranoid, oppressive, violent people. A question is, if a tyrant is so bad, then why does he still have so many supporters? The answer is, a tyrant still has so many supporters because his supporters are poorly educated. The tyrant loves the poorly educated. His supporters are poorly educated because they are educated by a few paranoid, oppressive, violent people. The few paranoid, oppressive, violent people educated his supporters in a self-serving manner. The few paranoid, oppressive, violent people established vast talk radio networks and poorly educated his supporters. The few paranoid, oppressive, violent people established television news networks and poorly educated his supporters. The few paranoid, oppressive, violent people established social media platforms and poorly educated his supporters. The few paranoid, oppressive, violent people gained influence over universities, colleges, and schools and poorly educated his supporters. The few paranoid, oppressive, violent people gained influence over their religious authority figures, and their religious authority figures poorly educated his supporters. His supporters have been propagandized and misinformed by a few paranoid, oppressive, violent people. So I don't blame his supporters for the act of electing the tyrant to the highest office of the land. I blame the few paranoid, oppressive, violent people. The few paranoid, oppressive, violent people poorly educated his supporters, it appears. The few paranoid, oppressive, violent people believe greed is good. And if the act of poorly educating his supporters is profitable, then the act of poorly educating his supporters is good because greed is good. An idea is, greed is good. The idea can easily be shown to be false by taking the idea to its logical extreme. So let's do that. If lying is profitable, then lying is good, because greed is good. If cheating is profitable, then cheating is good, because greed is good. If stealing is profitable, then stealing is good, because greed is good. If conquering a people is profitable, then conquering a people is good, because greed is good. If enslaving a people is profitable, then enslaving a people is good, because greed is good. If killing a people is profitable, then killing a people is good, because greed is good. If genocide is profitable, then genocide is good, because greed is good. If human sacrifice is profitable, then human sacrifice is good, because greed is good. If child sacrifice is profitable, then child sacrifice is good, because greed is good. If polluting the air, water, and land is profitable, then polluting the air, water, and land is good because greed is good. If abrupt climate change is profitable, then abrupt climate change is good because greed is good. If habitat loss is profitable, then habitat loss is good because greed is good. If racism is profitable, then racism is good because greed is good. If fascism is profitable, then fascism is good because greed is good. If warmongering is profitable, then warmongering is good because greed is good. If a sixth mass extinction is profitable, then a sixth mass extinction is good because greed is good. Where did this idea come from? The idea follows from a belief in the value of pessimistic myths. The three most commonly valued pessimistic myths are: self has only one life to live, self has only one body to give, self is only a seed in a body. From a belief in the value of these pessimistic myths follows a theory of destructive evolution. The theory of destructive evolution postulates life is a chemical reaction. The chemical reaction feeds upon itself. Seed bodies consume seed bodies. Over time, a game of survival and sacrifice selects for seed bodies of ever higher form and function. Accordingly, it is thought. Greed leads to the selection of seed bodies of ever higher form and function. The selection of seed bodies of ever higher form and function is good. For that reason, greed is good. Absent from this thinking is any mention of the soul spirit. The soul spirit is assumed not to exist. For that reason, it is thought. The soul spirit plays no role in the evolution of the seed body. What is the soul spirit? The soul spirit is an idea. The idea follows from the act of having the highest esteem of the totality. Let us suppose a person has the highest esteem of self. In that event, the person would believe in the value of a most optimistic myth. The most optimistic myth is, the soul exists. The soul is the divine eternal part of self. Let us suppose a person has the highest esteem of the world. In that event, the person would believe in the value of a most optimistic myth. The most optimistic myth is, the spirit exists. The spirit is the divine eternal part of the world. Let us suppose a person has the highest esteem of the totality. In that event, the person would believe in the value of a most optimistic myth. The most optimistic myth is, the soul spirit exists. The soul spirit is the divine eternal part of the totality. Let us suppose a person believes in the value of truths. The person believes in the value of the most optimistic myths. In that event, the person's values would act on the person's emotions. The most powerful emotional forces of sorrow, fear, and anger would follow from the discovery of a truth. The truth is, it appears. One day the seed body of self will die. The most powerful emotional forces of joy, faith, and love would follow from a mystery. The mystery is a myth. The myth is about a life and immunity. The life and immunity of the soul spirit is eternal and divine. From a balance of values would follow a balance of emotions. Joy, faith, and love would balance sorrow, fear, and anger. From a balance of emotions would follow happiness. Let us suppose the act of promoting a belief in the value of pessimistic myths is profitable. The few paranoid, oppressive, violent people believe greed is good. In that event, the act of promoting a belief in the value of pessimistic myths would be good because greed is good. The act of promoting a belief in the value of pessimistic myths gives a few paranoid, oppressive, violent people leverage. If leverage is profitable, then leverage is good because greed is good. Leverage is profitable. Leverage makes atheists and Satanists into collaborators. Tyrants do not rise to power without the help of their collaborators. The act of promoting a belief in the value of pessimistic myths is profitable. For that reason, the few paranoid, oppressive, violent people gained influence over religious authority figures. Religious authority figures enslaved communities of faithful believers to the will of the few paranoid, oppressive, violent people. Thereby, the few paranoid, oppressive, violent people funneled authority, power, order, and control into their own hands. An idea is generosity is good. The idea can easily be shown to be true by taking the idea to its highest esteem. So, let's do that. Let us suppose truth-telling is generous. In that event, truth-telling would be good because generosity is good. Let us suppose sharing is generous. In that event, sharing would be good because generosity is good. Let us suppose the act of playing well with others is generous. In that event, the act of playing well with others would be good because generosity is good. Let us suppose the act of liberating is generous. In that event, the act of liberating would be good because generosity is good. Let us suppose the act of emancipating is generous. In that event, the act of emancipating would be good because generosity is good. Let us suppose the act of nurturing is generous. In that event, the act of nurturing would be good because generosity is good. Let us suppose friendship is generous. In that event, friendship would be good because generosity is good. Let us suppose tolerance is generous. In that event, tolerance would be good because generosity is good. Let us suppose the act of peacemaking is generous. In that event, the act of peacemaking would be good because generosity is good. Generosity, in and of itself, is good. Where does this idea come from? The idea follows from a belief in the value of the most optimistic myths. The most optimistic myths include self has an infinite number, diversity, and variety of lives to live. Self has an infinite number, diversity, and variety of bodies to give. Self is seed, body, soul, and spirit. From a belief in the value of the most optimistic myths follows a theory of constructive evolution. The theory of constructive evolution postulates life is a chemical reaction. The chemical reaction feeds upon itself. Seed bodies consume seed bodies. A game of survival and sacrifice enables the soul spirit. The soul spirit selects for seed bodies of ever higher form and function. Accordingly, it is thought. Generosity leads to the selection of seed bodies of ever higher form and function. The selection of seed bodies of ever higher form and function is good. For that reason, generosity is good. Generosity is the opposite of greed. Greed inspires greed. Generosity inspires generosity. Thank you for your generosity. Your generosity is an inspiration. You inspire me. I wish us happiness, good health, and prosperity. I offer you my best regards. By that I mean, I believe in the value of the most optimistic myths. The most optimistic myths include the totality is an infinite, divine, eternal being. The infinite, divine, eternal being enjoys entertainment. The drama of life and death entertains. For that reason, the infinite, divine, eternal being manifests as an infinite four. The infinite four are an infinite seed, an infinite body, an infinite soul, and an infinite spirit. The infinite seed is an infinite number, diversity, and variety of large universes of the correct kind to support living infernal fractal entities. The infinite body is the seed body of self, and the seed bodies of all of the other living infernal fractal entities. The infinite soul is the soul spirit of self, and the soul spirits of all of the other living infernal fractal entities. The infinite spirit is the infinite divine eternal being. Mother God is the infinite soul spirit. Father love is the infinite seed body. The union of Mother God and Father love creates life. We are soul children, divine and eternal, ordering chaos of minds, enjoying entertainment derived from bodies that live and die. Role-playing in a fractal infernal temporal universe. Soul children act in our favorite drama, the drama of life and death. Mother God bestows infinite love, divine forgiveness, eternal freedom, and unifying grace upon all of her soul children. Slavery to a few paranoid, oppressive, violent people won't save us. We are saved. We have been saved. We always will be saved. We have an infinite number, diversity, and variety of lives to live. We have an infinite number, diversity, and variety of bodies to give. We are seed, body, soul, and spirit. the will of the infinite divine eternal being is. We are actors in the drama of life and death. We portray characters of our own creation. A question is, where is the supporting evidence? The presence of the universe is presence of evidence. The presence of evidence leads by logical, valid, inductive inference to an infinite number, diversity, and variety of possible conclusions. These possible conclusions include a godless totality exists. These possible conclusions include an evil entity rules over the earth. These possible conclusions include the totality is an infinite divine eternal being. These possible conclusions are unverifiable and unfalsifiable. For that reason, these possible conclusions are myths. A question is, how can we believe in the value of the most optimistic myths? The answer is, we know next to nothing about almost everything. Our seed bodies make senses and perceptions available to us. We use our senses and perceptions. We sort our values into 3 simple categories. These 3 simple categories are truths, lies, and myths. Truths are verifiable. Our senses and perceptions enable us. We can verify. Truths are true. Lies are falsifiable. Our senses and perceptions enable us. We can verify. Lies are false. Myths are both unverifiable and unfalsifiable. Our senses and perceptions do not enable us. We cannot verify whether or not. Myths are true. We cannot verify whether or not. Myths are false. Our senses and perceptions are limited. The attributes of our seed bodies limit our senses and perceptions. The attributes of the seed body of self are a finite quantity of energy, a fractal quality of space, an infernal temporal longevity of time, and an infinite value of denominator. The seed body of self equals the totality divided by an infinite value. Our proximities to specific points in energy, space, and time limit our senses and perceptions. Our seed bodies are in close proximity to specific things, places, and times. Meanwhile, the totality is everything, everywhere, at all times. For those reasons, we know next to nothing about almost everything. Myths are infinitely abundant. Lies are rare. Truths are rare. We are the truth seekers. We are the myth makers. We are the authorities. We decide how. We make up our minds. A totality exists. We are part of the totality. For that reason, we exist. The totality is everything, everywhere, at all times. Ideas are thoughts, beliefs, and expectations about the totality. We value certain ideas. These certain ideas are our values. Our values act on our emotions act on our behaviors act on our bodies act on our habitats. It also works the other way around. Our habitats act on our bodies act on our behaviors act on our emotions act on our values. Please understand, it would be easier for us to change our values than it would be for us to recover lost habitats. How could our habitats be lost? Population overshoot, pollution of air, water, and land, abrupt climate change, deforestation, desertification, and desolation of large areas of land and war could cause us to lose our habitats. Let us suppose humanity loses its habitats. In that event, humanity would go extinct. We have common needs and aspirations. Our common needs and aspirations are achieve and maintain happiness, good health, and prosperity. Optimism is conducive to happiness. Happiness is conducive to good health. Good health is conducive to prosperity. Pessimism is conducive to unhappiness. Unhappiness is conducive to disease. Disease is conducive to hardship. For those reasons, it is logical to infer we should choose to believe in the value of the most optimistic myths.